Hi everybody, my name is Ursike, and for my presentation today I chose to do self-care. Coming up with this topic was not tough. It still required me to put some thought into it. Because I had a lot of choices, but I wanted to pick something that I can relate to. Also that I was passionate about. So I picked self-care. Why did I choose self-care? I'm somebody that have struggled with self-care for a while. I did not know self-care existed. I didn't even know what it was until I went to this program last summer where they taught me the importance of self-care, what is self-care, why self-care, the downfall of poor self-care, and much more. So I would like to share what I learned and a little bit what I learned doing my research with you guys. The main point. The main point for this presentation are what is self-care, types of self-care, the downfall of poor self-care, how self-care helps, how to do self-care, the importance of self-care. First, what is self-care? Let me just say, self-care is more than just taking a shower. It is included, don't get me wrong, but it's more than that. Self-care is the simple act of taking care of your mind, body, and soul. Also, self-care is the process of looking after your physical and mental health. Knowing what self-care is, it is important. But knowing also the type of self-care, it is also important it will help you keep track of your routine. There are a few types of self-care, which are physical self-care, involve activity that improve your physical health, include diet and exercise. Mental and emotional self-care involve developing reasonable expectation of yourself. It is an important part of mental and emotional health. Don't stretch it too far that you break. Create realistic goal. Create like everything that you set yourself to do. Make sure it's realistic. Don't just say it and don't do it, because that will affect your mental. That will affect your self-care, because that will affect you mentally, and that may, I don't know how to explain it, but create realistic goals. Don't stretch yourself too thin when you're making goals for yourself. It's part of self-care. Spiritual self-care involve engaging in practices that exercise your mind and soul, like prayer, meditation, mindfulness, thinking, and attending service that agree with your definition of spirituality. So those are the type of self-care. So that's what I wanted to share with you. But there are also the downfall of neglecting self-care. The downfall of neglecting self-care, if you do not practice self-care, you will experience a lot of downfall. By neglecting self-care can cause an increase of anxiety, distractibility, anger, and fatigue. You will also experience decrease in relationship certification, self-esteem, empathy, and compassion, and much more. If you don't practice proper self-care, you will set yourself up for failure sometime, because self-care reminds you to take care of yourself. So if you don't practice it, you're not taking care of yourself. Why is it important? And then, why is it important to prioritize self-care? It is important to prioritize self-care because your self-care, because you need to keep a healthy balance with yourself to avoid feeling down, and for you to always be healthy. It is good for your body, mind, and soul. It will help you be on point on everything. Self-care is important to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself. It means doing things that makes you happy, doing things that will add up to your mental and physical health. The importance of self-care is to reduce stress. It also reminds you that you're important, that you matter. So it is important. You need to practice self-care because it is who you are. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. So you have to prioritize it because it's part of you. That's why, in my opinion. To conclude, the importance of self-care. Self-care is important to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself. It means doing things that makes you happy and doing things that will add up to your mental and physical health. The importance of self-care is to reduce stress. It also reminds you that you are important, that you matter. Things to remember. Taking time for yourself is crucial for your well-being. I know in a day we plan out to take care of our people, have family, you have chores, you have everything to do, but taking some time to take care of yourself, it is very helpful, because in that small time you are prioritizing yourself, which is very important for your mental, your spiritual, and your physical health. Self-care, it doesn't mean you're selfish. When you're taking care of yourself, taking time for yourself, that doesn't mean that you're selfish. It just means that it is, you are taking care of you. That's all that it means. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you're selfish. No, taking care of yourself, self-care is taking care of yourself, your need, because nobody else knows your need better than you. Remember that you matter, so take time to appreciate yourself, to give yourself the love and care that you deserve. Loving yourself is part of self-care. Do not forget, it's okay to take care of other people, but you need to be taken care of too. So remember that. So those are my main points, and those are what I wanted to share with you guys. Just remember, go practice self-care, because it's very important for your health. It's important for your mental health. It's important for your spiritual health. It's important for your physical health. Self-care is something that we all need to practice, and that is all for today. Thank you for everything, and may God be with you.